Very good morning, students, and Jai Hind. I am Adesh with my subject accountancy. Chapter 7, Origin of Transactions, Source Documents and Preparations of Vouchers. In this chapter, we will learn the documents which we have to require at the time of doing any transactions in our business. जब भी हम अपने बिजनेस में कोई ट्रांजेक्शन करेंगे तो एट दैट टाइम what documents we have to prepare related to the transaction. Okay, what type of transaction we are doing in our business, so related to that what type of documents we have to prepare. So that is the source documents. Source documents say the document related to the transactions, and this is the evidence for the transactions. What is the original journal entry we have passed, what is the origin journal entry we have passed, so related to that what the document we keep with us as a evidence. And preparations of vouchers, so those vouchers we prepare at the time of transaction. If we selling the goods, so at that time goods are sold on cash or goods are sold on credit. So according to both the situations, the different voucher we will prepare. So these things we will learn from the chapter 7, that is the origin of transaction. कोई भी ट्रांजेक्शन्स का ओरिजिन होता है बिजनेस में, तो उससे रिलेटेड what the source of documents we have to prepare and what type of voucher we have to keep with us as a evidence. Today's topic, first we are going to learn about the source documents. What are the documents, what are the source documents related to the transactions we have to prepare in our business. Okay, if we are selling goods in cash, so then what document we have to prepare. If we are selling goods on credit, then what the document we have to prepare. If we are returning the goods to the supplier, so what document we have to prepare. And sometime customer also return our goods, so at that time what document we have to prepare. So different type of documents are there which is used in our business. So today we will learn those source documents. Okay, students. So first of all, what is a source document? So source document is that document, it is used as a evidence of the origin of a journal entry or a transaction. Is it clear? If we sell goods, so related to sale we keep a invoice or a cash memo, so that is the source document. Okay, that slip is a source document related to our transaction, whatever the transaction we record in our business. So according to source document, transactions are recorded in the business in the books of account on the basis of evidences which are bills of purchase, invoices for sale, debit and credit note, etc. So these these evidences being the basis of recording entry are known as source document. Now it is clear. So transactions are recorded in the books of account on the basis of evidence, which are bills purchase, invoice for sales, डेबिट एंड क्रेडिट नोट एक्सेट्रा. ओके, जो भी हम ट्रांजेक्शन रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं वो किसी ना किसी बिल से रिलेटेड है. सो वॉट एवर द बिल वी हैव, सो दैट बिल और दैट document is a source of document etc. So these evidences, ये जो हमने evidences रखे हैं related to the transaction, so these evidences being the basis of recording entry, ये जो एविडेंस है इन्हीं के बेस पर हमने एंट्री को रिकॉर्ड किया है और ये एविडेंसेस आ रहे हैं नोन एज सोर्स डॉक्यूमेंट्स. Now it is clear, students. So what the source documents? Source documents are those documents which are related to the journal entry. What the journal entry we pass in our business related to a particular transaction. Okay. So now let's be having different type of source documents which we have need to prepare or which are commonly used in our business. So let us now discuss the most common source documents. Let us know discuss the most common source documents. What are the commonly source documents are used in a business? So here we having a first documents. First it is cash memo. So what is a cash memo? First document is cash memo. If you're doing any transaction, if we're selling our goods on cash in business, so at that time a bill is prepared related to that cash transaction. So the bill is called as a cash memo. ओके जब हम कैश में कोई गुड्स होल्ड करेंगे और उस टाइम पर हमारा कोई भी हम बिल प्रोवाइड कराते हैं तो वो बिल हमारा कैश मेमो कहा जाता है. इज इट क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? सो कैश मेमो इज प्रिपेयर्ड बाय द सेलर in which he mentioned the quantity, the rate of commodity and the total amount in which the commodity is sold by the seller. ओके इसमें परचेज़र का नेम, क्वांटिटी, डेट, all things will mention related to the purchaser, related to the goods. The things are mentioned in the cash memo. So and the basically this cash memo is prepared at the time of when the goods are sold on cash. So cash memo is prepared by the seller when goods are sold against cash. Only this thing we have to remember. Okay, cash memo is prepared by the seller when goods are sold against cash. So different things are mentioned in cash memo, that is quantity of the commodity, quantity of the goods descriptions, what type of goods we are selling, the date and the rate of the goods, at which rate we are selling, and the total amount of the goods. So these things we prepare, these things we have to mention, or we mention in the cash memo. So I am showing the format of cash memo, how the cash memo format is prepared. So basically students, we having this cash memo. Okay, it is the cash memo. Here the name of that business who's preparing the cash memo or who's selling the goods, and descript next number, we can say this is the cash memo number, and right side there is the date is mentioned at which date the cash memo is preparing. Next, this is a column for quantity, and this is the descriptions. quantity से यहाँ पर descriptions, यहाँ पर क्या क्या कमोडिटी हम सेल कर रहे हैं और उसमें कितनी क्वांटिटी हम सेल कर रहे हैं. So that quantity we mention. For example, sarees are sale, so 10 sarees are sale. Rate per saree, what is the rate of per saree? So 1000, so we will multiply, then we can calculate the amount. So similarly, all the descriptions of goods we write over here, and then quantity and rate, and then multiply with the quantity, then the total amount will come. So the total amount is this. Is it clear? So this is the format of cash memo. Okay students, so cash memo have you clear now? So now second one is, next document is invoice or bill. Invoice or bill. Only a one basic difference in between the cash memo and the invoice. What is that? What is the difference in between the cash memo and the invoice or a bill? Cash memo is prepared by seller and invoice is also prepared by seller. But this is prepared when the transactions are in cash. But invoice are prepared when the transaction is on credit. It is clear? So then an invoice or bill, an invoice or bill is prepared by the seller when the goods are sold on credit. Only this is the difference in between cash memo and the invoice. It is against cash and it is against credit. Okay, but the things remain same, and little bit differences in format also. Okay, in this we mention the quantity, rate, descriptions of the commodity and the total amount. But the one thing is also difference in invoice, that is we have to mention the name and address of purchaser in invoice or bill. So the format of this is the invoice format. Business name, to whom we are selling, we have to mention here, and the number, invoice number, date, and the remaining things are same as in cash memo. Okay, quantity, descriptions, rate, and then amount, and then total, then sales manager, and who is the seller authority. Okay, so only this is the main difference in between cash memo and the invoice. So next one is receipts. Receipts are those documents which are prepared at the time of receiving cash from the outsider of the business. बिजनेस के जो आउटसाइडर हैं उनसे जब हम कैश रिसीव करते हैं, बट इन विच सिचुएशन, व्हेन वी सोल्ड गुड्स टू द कस्टमर अर्लियर, okay, or in past. So but at that time they did not pay the amount, but right now they are paying the amount against the purchases. जब उन्होंने वो परचेज़ की थी तब उन्होंने पेमेंट नहीं किया, लेकिन वो इन फ्यूचर बाद में वो पेमेंट कर रहे हैं. तो बाद में जब पेमेंट कर रहे हैं तो उसके अगेंस्ट में जो सेलर है एक रिसिप्ट इशू करता है टूवर्ड्स द कस्टमर, and what is the cash he is receiving. So against that cash he is give a receipt to the purchaser. Okay, so basically when cash or check, when cash or check cash or check is received from a customer, a receipt for the amount received is issued. Okay, so similarly we can say receipts are related to the invoice, क्योंकि यहाँ पर गुड्स क्रेडिट में सोल्ड हुए थे और जब क्रेडिट में सोल्ड हुए तो उनका अमाउंट जब हम इन फ्यूचर रिसीव करेंगे तो अगेंस्ट दैट वी विल इशू अ रिसिप्ट दैट इज अ against the amount which we have received from the customers. So cash or check received from customer, a receipt for the amount received is issued. ओके, जो अमाउंट हमने रिसीव किया उसके अगेंस्ट में एक रिसिप्ट इशू की जाती है, एंड द फॉर्मेट ऑफ रिसिप्ट इज दिस. हियर दिस इज द बिजनेस हु सोल्ड द गुड्स, एंड receipt number, date in which date we receiving the amount, and the party name from whom we are receiving the amount, and the check number if they are paying, and the date of check and which bank is it is related, and the invoice number against which invoice number we are receiving, and the date related to the at which date the receipt is the transaction was done. Okay, so this is the receipt against the amount which we have received. Okay, so next one is pay in slip. Fourth, that is pay in slip. Basically, pay in slip is that source of documents when we depositing our cash or check into the bank. जब हम कोई अपना कैश या चेक बैंक में डिपॉजिट करते हैं, सो एट दैट टाइम वी हैव टू फिल अ रिसिप्ट, वी हैव टू फिल अ स्लिप. दैट स्लिप इज़ अ पे इन स्लिप. Okay, basically what happened in this, so this is the slip which is the evidence for that check or that amount which we have deposited into the bank. Okay, so it is a source document used for depositing cash or check into bank. Okay, and this slip is available only in bank. We cannot prepare this pay in slip by ourselves. So pay in slip is a form available from a बैंक ओनली. ये पे इन स्लिप केवल बैंक के द्वारा अवेलेबल की जाती हैं और वहीं पर हमें उनको रिसीव करने के बाद देन वी हैव टू फिल दिस स्लिप हैविंग टू पार्ट, लेफ्ट साइड एंड द राइट साइड. राइट साइड पार्ट बैंक कीप विद अस विद themselves and left side part bank provide to the customer. Okay, right side part bank keep with them and the left side of that slip part provide to the customer or to the account holder. So the format of bank pay in slip is this one. You can see when we deposit the amount, so then we have to fill this pay in slip to deposit the check or the bank. Date, bank name already mentioned है, account number and the name of account holder and the check number if we have, and the amount we have to record total and then in words. Similarly in this side date at the top and the account number. This is the date, this is the account number, name of account holder, and the descriptions we have to mention in which descriptions we are depositing the amount. We have to mention if they which depositing the check, so then check number, which bank of that check is, the bank name we have to mention here, and the total amount is here, and amount in words and the signature of depositor. Okay, this is the format. And in some pay in slip bank change their format. Sometimes they ask the mobile number and their address also. So it is depend on the bank. So this is the format of pay in slip. So students, next source of documents we have, that is check. All we have listen the word check. Okay, many of us we have listened the word check. What is check? Check is that document which is used for the payment, or which is used for receive cash from the other. These check are issued by the bank to the account holder. जो चेक होता है ये बैंक इशू करता है अकाउंट होल्डर को, जिसका भी अकाउंट बैंक के अंदर होता है. एंड दैट अकाउंट होल्डर, if they have to pay amount to anyone, so then instead of cash they give check to that party who have received the payment from the account holder. Is it clear? And against that check the party receive amount from the bank from which bank the check is belonging. Are you getting my point? चेक एक बैंक के द्वारा इशू किया गया एक अकाउंट होल्डर को. उस अकाउंट होल्डर को अगर किसी को आउटसाइडर को पेमेंट करना है तो वो एक चेक उस पार्टी को इशू कर देगा, जिस पर वो अपना अमाउंट लिखेगा, अपने सिग्नेचर करेगा, अपना अकाउंट नंबर लिखेगा और डेट लिखेगा, वो जिसको पे कर रहा है उसका नाम लिखेगा. ये सब चीज़ें मेंशन होने के बाद जिसको इशू किया है वो बैंक में जाएगा जिस बैंक से ये चेक इशू हुआ है. ओके, वहाँ से वो उस चेक के अगेंस्ट में कैश रिसीव करेगा बैंक से. सो दिस इज़ द डॉक्यूमेंट विच इज़ अ प्रूफ एंड विच इज़ अ acceptable. Nobody can refuse the check, as we cannot refuse to receive money for a payment. Okay, so now the check is a document is writing drawn upon the bank with which the account is held and is payable on डिमांड. ओके, जिस भी अकाउंट होल्डर का अमाउंट डिपॉजिट होता है बैंक के पास में तो उसको चेक इशू किया जाता है बैंक के द्वारा और उसी के अगेंस्ट में ये ड्रॉन किया जाता है, लिखा जाता है और बैंक को ये अमाउंट पेड करना होता है. बैंक इज़ पेबल फॉर टू पेबल दैट अमाउंट फॉर दैट अकाउंट who's held this account. Okay students, so we having a format of check. So this is the format of check. Here we have to mention the name to whom we are paying. In next line we have to mention the amount, what the amount we are paying. At the right top we mention the date, in which date the amount is payable, and here is the amount in numbers and the account number is mentioned over here, and then signature of the account holder. Okay, and this is the check number. Okay, so these things we have to fill, and this is the format of check. So next one is, that is debit note. Debit note is a important source of documents for the business because it is issued when the goods are returned when the goods are returned by the purchaser to the seller. So at that time the debit note is issued. Okay, so it is the evidence for returning the goods. What are the goods returned by the purchaser to the seller, isn't it? So a debit note is made out evidences that a debit has been made to the account of the party. Okay, so which party we are doing the debit, so that party is debited for the returning those goods. For example, if we are returning goods to the anyone, so then to whom we are returning the goods, so at that time we debit that person to whom we are returning the goods. जिसको हम रिटर्न कर रहे हैं उसको डेबिट करेंगे. So that's why it is a debit note. Okay, and it is prepared by the purchaser. So a debit note is made out evidencing that a debit has been made to the account of the party.